I'm just gonna open mic. Oh, hey, perfect topic. I hope this thing's recording okay. Perfect topic. All right, suggestions for the channel. Let me start off with what my original intent for the channel was several years ago when I started it, and then I abandoned it or just let it go to waste because I haven't had the time to devote to this until just recently. New infant in the house and all that. Anyway, my original intent for the channel is to have a kind of an everything hodgepodge of moto life. I love moto camping, outdoor stuff. I ride every genre of bike. I've got everything from scooters to now trikes to hypersports to nakeds, you name it, I ride it. And I'm very fortunate to be able to own all those different riding modes. So this channel has started as a Ryker centric channel, and I know as soon as I start posting other videos, it's probably going to confuse people, maybe make a few people a little upset, get the thumbs down, the unsubs. This is not a Ryker only endeavor. I do everything, I ride everything. So suggestions, people, give me some ideas on what you like, what you want to see. I can just keep blathering on and throw my content up there and see what takes, you know, throw it against the wall, see what sticks. But if anybody has any particulars in mind, product reviews, ideas for comments, anything like that, let me know, and I'll try to see if that is something that I can pull off. If it fits my schedule, I'll be happy to throw it in there. On the titles for my videos, what I had originally envisioned is, you know, kind of a one-word title, colon, and then whatever the blather of the day is. So the Ryker, obviously, if it's definitely Ryker-centric, I'm putting Ryker. If it's a vlog like this and I'm just blathering on, letting diarrhea of the brain have its way, then that's a vlog, you know, a video log. I'm rambling. If it's a review, I'll title it as such. If it's camp, I'll title it. If it's commute, I'll title it. You know, that kind of thing, and then just put a short 4 or 5 word description after it, giving you an idea of what the title of that or the subject of that video is going to be, so you don't waste your time watching it. If it's not something you're interested in, I don't want to visually abuse people. So ideas, titling, content. Obviously, I'm trying to get better at the video editing. I'm going to invest in some software, probably buy the Adobe Cloud Suite, give myself Adobe CC, After Effects, all that kind of stuff to be able to edit and compress up this video a little bit. You know, I do title boxes, scrolling text, graphics, all the goodies. If you don't have a polished product, people don't want to watch it, and I totally get that. I am the same way. And I've got about a 7 or 8 minute attention span on most things. If I look at the title of a video, it looks like something I might want to look at, might want to watch. The next thing I do is I look at the length of the video. If it's a long one, no, I'm too ADHD for that, and I generally don't stick with it. I might thumb through it and see if the content gets interesting, but usually I'll skip. So I try to keep all mine, or I am trying to keep all of mine short and sweet. The one viewer that commented and said, you know, I was rambling. Yeah, I know. And without the editing tools, it makes it even harder. So it's hard to get all coherent thoughts in a row. Yeah, don't worry about that red light there. It's hard to get coherent thoughts all down in one take, so you end up with a lot of slack. There's a lot involved with the editing, and I want that lane, thank you, it's mine. Just trying to get everything down and then edit it down to make it usable and coherent, and get rid of the time gaps and the mistakes in speech, and to be able to bleep out the curse words and whatnot, so YouTube doesn't derate your videos and that sort of thing. It's a huge learning curve. And one thing that I would ask of everyone that's watching this, hopefully the audio is working, I don't even know yet, leave comments. You know, that's how we all learn. If I'm operating in a vacuum, then I have no idea what's going on, and I don't know if the content that I'm doing is relevant, if you guys are interested or not, blah blah. If you have a differing view or a dissenting take on something, I'm not going to bash you, I'm not going to flame you, unless you're just being a complete tool. If it's offensive to everyone looking at the comments in the channel, then yeah, I'm probably going to censor it or delete it, whatever, just to keep everything friendly. I'm doing this out of fun, and it's a passion of mine, so if you don't want to watch, I'm not forcing you to, obviously. I'd like you to come along for the ride. Give me your views and your thoughts, because, hey, that's what it's all about, community, right? It's how we all learn, how we all have fun, and that's what this should be, is fun. My Ryker tirade started off on the wrong foot, and I do apologize to everyone about that. It was never intended to be a, vlog topic, any of that. It was, that first video was to cover my butt on a potential warranty issue with what I thought at the time might have been a dry gearbox that I drove away with. It wasn't dry, obviously. We've all been there. We've seen this footage already, so it was 30% roughly underfilled, which, that's not empty. It's not great. I'm sure it's not good to run it like that for any length of time, but it just highlighted the fact that the dealer missed that part of the PDI and that part of the oil recall, checkup before it went out, because if I had to put 140 some odd mil in there, there's no way that it lost that. Unless we've got a cracked gearbox housing or something else that's going on that I don't know or smell or whatever. Anyway, we won't belabor that point any further. Go, dude. Anyway, topics, interests, things like that. I fully plan on putting up some of my old videos. I've got, oh my god, probably somewhere in the hundreds of hours of raw video that just has never been edited down. I never had the time or the inkling to do it. From years and years back, I've got tons and tons of stuff, from motocamping, trips through the Arkansas mountains, road trips here, there, and everywhere. Some of the early trips with my son when he was 6, 7 years old. Those are great. I love looking at those now, and he's so much smaller, and he's got this squeaky little voice, and he's such a sweet kid. He still is. He's a teenager, so he's got issues like we all do. But yeah, it's just watching the change. Going back on one of those old videos and listening to him talk, and then hearing him talk now, he sounds like me. Hopefully a little less cynical, but same voice tone. Anyway, lots of video content. I like camping. I like the challenge of doing something in a closed setting, limited resource, head out on your own, try to be self-sufficient, that kind of thing. In fact, I get a kick out of that because of the technical challenge. Not to mention I'm a gear junkie, serious gear junkie. I've got enough camping gear and electronics gear to set up a small tribe of Boy Scouts. And unfortunately, I don't have too many camping and moto-camping buddies, that sort of thing. My son has kind of become my riding buddy and moto-camping buddy now that he's gotten old enough to drive and ride and get out with me. He used to ride pillion with me, and of course he's too big and heavy for that now, and he doesn't want to be on the back. He wants to be driving, riding, and I totally get that. So do I. So we're trying to get out as much as we can and have fun. It's hard to do with an infant in the house. Makes me feel derelict of duty to be gone and having fun with any of my other kids, and I can't take the littlest ones or my wife with me. Anyway, I'm going to stop the Hero 7 for now, see if any of that footage is good and the audio worked, and maybe we can use something.